Yeah, this is a prototype, all right.
Yep. How you going, peoples? Are you scared? You're seeing me at the start instead of the end. Normally you get prepared, you know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, for a bloke that lives in virtually the suburbs of a city,
Yeah.
got bloody noisy birds all around you.
Yeah. Heaps of trees. Um, shiploads of ironbark, um, ghost gum, just and they're as tall as they can get. They're huge. And I've got a rubber tree out the front that's not far off from being its height that they would normally get, you know, like 40, 50 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he broke it.
No, no. I'll be back in half a second.
Yep, I'll be here. Sorry, folks. I'll point the camera down at what I'm doing there. Where did you see that?
G'day, Yappy. I'm not on the earphones at the moment.
How you going, Yappy? Yeah, sorry. I always go to say Jay, the Yappy.
No, no, where are you drilling, Jay?
Uh oh.
You're wrong, 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 wrong. You're getting
Next
ahead of
piece.
yourself.
Cut another piece.
Yep.
Okay. I thought that's what you wanted, though.
No, 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 no. All right, well, wait on before you go. Just hold on. Uh, that the centre mark there was 140, wasn't it, on
Yeah, I'm
that
pretty sure.
piece
Yes.
where it scratched the headstock?
Yeah.
Right, cut the next piece 250,
All right.
260. All right.
Yep. Hmm. Electric chainsaw, and I think it's about to rain. What'd you say? 260.
Yep.
Oh. Oh man, someone's killing a cat inside. I mean, Amber's singing. Nothing, Amber. Nothing. No, yeah, that's what I said to them. I said someone's killing a cat inside.
Good old Aaron here. Again, you can't.
We're making a Christmas ornament. Harpy. Well, attempting to.
Yeah, I was going to put that in too. No, I'll mute my microphone so you don't cop the chainsaw.
Making a Christmas ornament. Or attempting to. Put your mic back on.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Yeah, better find it.
Hello, Amber. You're on camera today.
Oh,
Hold the camera was pointing over there, you whacker.
I'm looking for a pencil.
Oh, I stole it.
Got my cutie green. Did you steal my pieces of wood as well? No.
What pieces of wood? Oh, do they have to be moved? Hey, seriously, if I have to move around them to get into my own shed, then
It's going to be a tree.
it's going to be something if you don't move it.
Yarpy says hello, Amber, too.
Sorry, just had to sharpen my pencil.
Hiya, babe.
Rightio. Centre the ends first.
So, baby, do you want to spell my Amy's name? Is it AIM or AMI?
Isn't it AM what?
AMI?
AMY.
No, she's A.
Go look at her Fuzzball page.
It's MWE. So it must be AI.
Oh, that's right, because you lot like to be difficult, don't you?
I'm making Amy. Is the problem?
Not mind, Amber, folks. I'm starting to understand why men don't have their misses in the shed.
Yes.
Fudge ball, that's all I gotta say.
What?
Fudge ball. Nah, there's lots of different ways of spelling Amy in this country. Yappy. Spell it any way they want, I think.
Who are we talking about? Amy, the thingo from Pakenham.
Nah, it's Amber's sister.
Oh, right. Well, she should know how to spell it.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said. But you winning?
Yeah, this is hard to find on Facebook.
Just,
I think it's AIM, like AIM.
just put your camera back a bit, please,
All right,
Jay.
let's put on my other camera.
Just fine. That's all it is. Yappy. Right. Now, pick the straightest line for the bottom.
Yep.
Or the squarest end.
Yep.
Measure up 140 mil. Now watch, just watch.
Yeah. I'll put you on full screen, all right?
No, it's all right. You can see it. Right. And just put a little line there, all right? Only just, wait on, a little line like that. Don't go all the way across, just in the centre of it, okay?
Like that.
Yeah, right. Now measure 90 mil back from that line towards the bottom. What's up? You're frozen, I think, Jay. Either that or you're not moving. Yeah, you do a pretty good job of it. You're happy all the same, seeing as it's not your first language. G'day Val, how are you? Just dropped out. He'll be back in a minute, I hope. Yeah, it seems to be pretty common at the moment. Like, I've just spent half an hour on the phone to the insurance company because we've been waiting on a policy from them, and they didn't bother telling me that our email server won't accept any of their postings. They've known about it for about 2 weeks, but not bothered to tell us. So I actually had to sign up for a Gmail account just to get my just to get the policies and everything. Oh well, congratulations. That's good.
Slightly annoyed at the moment.
Yeah, right. Now, have you marked that line 90 mil back from that centre line towards the bottom? Right. Now, yeah, he does a. I like watching Stuart Farini. Actually, he's an interesting bloke. Right now, between those two lines, measure 45 mil down and mark a line across there.
How you going, Valerie?
Hi, Val.
Yeah, say that again.
Hi, Val.
Not you, you dickhead. Robbo.
Right, between those two lines, measure 45 mil and mark a line right across.
Yeah. From the bottom one.
Yep. Well, it shouldn't matter because right, this is the centre line of our ball, right?
It's not in the centre of those two lines, though.
Well, it should be. You made a wrong measurement then somewhere. No,
140.
actually, yeah, that should be 90 mil from the centre line.
That's 90 mil from there.
Yeah, right. Well, 45 is the middle of 90 as far as I had. As far as I know.
Yeah, alright, it just doesn't look right.
Okay, mark a line right across there. Now extend that line over the next side. Pick a better side. Have you got a cleaner side than that? Both much of a muchness, I suppose. Rightio.
No, this side's much better. This one's looks like the
Yeah.
raw side.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't have a raw side on it actually.
Maybe I need to get my timber from where you get your timber from.
Right, we're trying to make a Christmas ornament, Val. Right, now put a line in the centre of that line, so that should be 45 as well. Right, just extend it so as you can see it. No, not going to be an inside out one, just a
I was just teasing with the title.
Right, now, the other line that you put there before, do exactly the same again with it. The original line. No, the centre line of that ball.
Go
The one
around
that
again.
lines. No, no. Turn it back. The one that lines up with that, put a 45mm mark in it. Right, now on those 2 points there, drill the hole for your woodworm screw.
I'm just going to test something. Not going to fit.
What did you have down, the top side or the bottom side?
I was just going off of the one of the holes for the worm screw.
Yeah, all right. That's just, which one's your long side? You're putting the long side down, I think, at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just wait until that train goes by.
Yep, it's gone.
Right, well, make sure that 140mm. Oh, I know what's wrong. Yeah, I've moved the centre down. All right. You're going to have to shorten that a little bit, Jay. But that's all right. Drill your holes first, all right?
Okay.
What's what time you have to be so big? I need to do another stick thing.
There's plenty there to pick from there.
Yep, I've got us, and then I've got 40 and Caitlin, and then that's it. It won't fit the rest of the kids. So I'm doing the nieces now, nieces and nephews, and then I'll do the great ones after that.
Well, it's like everything, Valerie. Sometimes you can't do much about it, so you just shrug your shoulders and you get on with it. No use doing your lolly at it or anything. I find that generally if you do your lolly at things, it makes it worse. Because all you do is get frustrated.
Did you say do both of the holes?
Sorry?
Did you say drill both of the holes?
Yeah, the ones that you've marked the centres of, all right? The centre of the ball. Yeah, that one. You done the other one as well? Yes, very true, Valerie. It takes a lot for me to lose my cool. But look out if I do. Oh, Yarpy, patience is the only virtue I have left.
Yeah, me too. I was born with none, and Amber was born with none, unfortunately.
Right, now, just measure up from there towards the long end. Jay, sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
How much have we got?
150.
150.
Because we did it from here.
Yeah, rightio. Okay, we'll measure up 140. That's as far as we can go. And you're going to have to cut it off there, all right?
Yep. You talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, Valerie. Well, we're going to try and make it one.
Wow, that's a bit fun.
Oops, hang on, I'll just mute it. Wear a
Yeah, Yarpy, my wife says the same thing, but she said by the same token, uh, well, I'm sort of hoping for a sphere, but we shall see. Um, yeah, my wife says the same thing, Yarpy, but if I'm teaching somebody, she says you'll spend hours there just going over the same thing until they get it right. Right, now just check that it'll rotate. Just try it in the chuck now at that hole there.
Oh, alright, I'm not going to swear.
Is it going to rotate or not?
No.
Okay, don't
If I
worry.
just cut the corners off?
Yes, cut the corners off.
Alright.
Now you're going to have to cut the four corners off.
Yeah. Chainsaw or handsaw? I reckon handsaw.
Shouldn't need much, I don't think. I know I could never be a school teacher. I come from a teaching family, and I came within one signature of becoming a school teacher. And anyway, something happened, and I didn't bother signing the things, and because I thought if that's the way they work, I want no part of it. But I love teaching kids, and I had a lot to do with kids. We used to take hiking parties of troubled teenage girls down to Tasmania. Unfortunately, there's too many rules in schools now. I used to teach, well, I've taught ballroom dancing professionally, and I used to teach kids for the Rock of Stedford, which is the thing that happens here with teenage girls and boys. But I had my own rules. And funnily enough, the kids used to, well, 99% of them used to obey my rules. They knew if they did something wrong that they were in deep doo-doo. Yeah, well, yeah, I taught my kids how to turn. One of them would have been a good turner, but he had more sense and took up computers instead. Makes more money than I'll ever make. Now, you asked the other day, Yarpy, about the shape of my bowl turning gadget. I'll just take the headphones off for a second and go and grab one or two of them. No, unfortunately, Valerie, I can't dance anymore because my knees and ankles have had it. And I've got a thing called Meniere's disease, and I get giddy if I'm turning around. Rightio, Yarpy. This is my preferred shape. Get it in there. Like that. It's 45 degrees on the bevel and swept back about 45 degrees that way. Now, that is an Irish grind or a swept back grind. Everybody's trying to rename everything at the moment. So that's my preferred shape. That's the one I like working with. That's my general go-to tool. This one is still 45 degrees on the bevel. If I can get it in there, why not? Where are we? It's 45 degrees on the bevel there, but I've extended the wings right back because I use that for a particular job, believe it or not, turning spinning tops and egg cups, because I can take and getting rough out of the way of the bowls. So I can really get a 3/4 inch cut all the way down and just peel the stuff out of the way. This is an Ellsworth grind. It's 30 degrees or 60 degrees on the nose, down on the bevel there, and right back but you'll notice that the grind is curled back over the flute. So you've got to use it at rather an awkward angle. It's mainly used for hollowing out things, as David Ellsworth will tell you. This one's also got the nose relief on the end of it so that it gets around corners a little bit easier. I use it sometimes down the side on a transition on a bowl. Okay, you'll notice that the grind on this one, even though it's so long, is almost vertical down the sides of the flute here. I generally don't like V-fluted gouges like this one is. I prefer a parabolic gouge. Right. I hope that answers your question, Jarpy. The one you showed me the other night before you hardened it was the one. Now, I don't know whether we've lost Jay or not. He's cutting the corners off, so he mutes the microphone when he's like that.
And the microphone is going to stay muted until I stop being annoyed. At the moment, it's, quite frankly, I'm not in the mood for doing this anymore because it's actually just starting to heave me off.
Why? What's wrong?
I've cut the corners off and it's still too big.
All right. By how much?
Maybe about 10 mil again, I suppose.
Oh well.
But I've just put the screw in the wood, so I can put it in the chuck and get a better idea. So I'm just trying to find a spanner in this man cave. It's just a caveman's man cave because they've got nothing in here to even do that.
Yeah, unfortunately that's the problem, Valerie. It's only 100 and it's about 140 mil off the bed. So it can only spin about 280.
Sure.
Which end's that? That's the other end, is it? Does it go?
Yeah, the screw's up
right.
here.
It turns around all right that end, I suppose. Yeah, got heaps there. Oh well. Just take a bit more off.
That puts the centres out.
Yeah, that's right. Just take a bit more off it.
I wonder if the neighbours want some wood.
Don't worry, look. Just. Have I ever told you about the 4 Ps, Jay? Oh, my centre, I'm going to brag a bit here. No, it's about 10 inches. Like I said, I'm going to brag a bit here. Mine vary from, I've got 2 that'll take 300 millimetres or 12 inches, One will take 16 inches across the bed. One will take 450 millimetres across the bed. And then I've got one that'll take 1.2 metres across the bed or across the floor. Hey, we have luck.
Put that in the truck now.
Yep, and drop it down to the slowest speed. Now make sure you tighten it against the jaws of the chuck.
Yeah, that's what I did to test it.
Right. Now, you sure you're on the slowest speed?
Yep. Biggest cog at the top and smallest one at the bottom.
That's the one.
Yeah.
All you got to remember is big work, big pulley.
Yep. Come on, go, SOB.
Yeah, I grew up on both too because we had Imperial until 1985. And then it changed over to metric. I much prefer metric. It's much easier to measure everything in metric than it is in Imperial. Now make sure you get that screw
Hard up
seated in
again.
properly. Yeah, and seated into the jaws properly.
How you meant to see that?
Sorry?
How are you meant to see that with the wood in the way?
Well, you normally don't. You normally screw the wood onto the chuck,
Oh yeah.
not screw the screw in and then put it on the chuck.
Yeah. That would have been easier, eh?
Mm.
That would have been easier than rummaging around my shed trying to find a spanner that fits.
Yeah. Now
Didn't
you're
get
sure it's
told that.
right. Right. Just get your chuck key, put it in your chuck, and make
Yeah.
sure that wood's tight, all right? Make sure the wood's tight on the screw.
Yes.
Hold the chuck key.
Yeah.
Hold the chuck key and push the wood. Good. Rightio, start it up. Make sure it spins and start it up, but stand out of the way.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Right, just turned off. Now put your drill chuck in your tailstock centre.
Yep.
With the biggest drill that you've got in it.
Okay.
No, it hasn't got a headstock lock on it.
A drill bit or a Forstner?
A Forstner bit.
Right. I got a 65 mil.
Yeah, I think actually you might need that. You've got to get it out to the size of the outside of the jaws. So 65 will be good.
Right.
Yeah, it's got no spin. Sorry.
I was just going to say to Val, it's a cheapie.
Yeah, it's got no spindle lock on it, which is a pain.
Yes, as I'm finding out. So Sid was saying to cut that bit off, eh?
Yes. It's made for drill drill presses.
Yep.
And it reduces the throw on the quill about an inch.
All right. I might have to go and borrow my father-in-law's welder and make myself up a bench so I can grind on it.
Now you can bore that hole in as deep as you can without hitting the screw, all right?
Yep.
Yes, I must admit I'd be lost without my spindle locks on everything.
What the? Okay. That's interesting.
Hey?
Oh, I'm not talking to you per se. It was just something fell off of my monitor stand and it dropped straight onto the piece of wood and shot off like a rocket and hit the back of my shed. I don't know what it was.
Oh, that's not too bad actually, Yarpy. One of mine requires a spanner as well, but at least you can lock up the spindle. You know, if you're gonna
What?
if you're gonna borrow your father-in-law's welder, weld up a bench for that lathe as well.
What do you mean? I bought one from Woodworking Solutions, a proper lathe stand.
Well, why does it wobble?
Because it's on rubber legs, maybe.
Rubber feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be taking the rubber out.
All right. All right. I'll put myself on mute so you can chat, right?
Sorry?
I'll put myself on mute so you can chat.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, it makes it rather interesting teaching Jay because I've got to work within the parameters of the equipment that he's got, not the equipment that I've got. It makes for interesting times sometimes. Makes me think.
Just keeping you on your toes, Robbo.
Oh, yeah.
And keeping that bottle close hand, hey?
Yes. Yeah, and the pack of Valium as well.
That's what I meant. Bottle of pills.
I'll just be back in a second.
How you going, Tommy? I think I'm close enough.
Yeah, it doesn't matter just as long as you've got a fairly deep hole in it.
Yeah, or I measured out and I put a little mark there, so I've drilled down to
Yeah.
that.
Okay, that'll do. Doesn't matter. Right. It depends on what you're doing, Yarpy. If you're drilling things, yes. G'day, Tommy. How are you? If you're drilling things, yes, it's good to have the tailstock line up with things. But in spindle work, which is reel turning, as you know, it doesn't matter because it's suspended between centres, so you're the one guiding the chisel. One of my lathes actually is half an inch out, and I never worry about it. Right, now, you've got to take that off that one, Jay,
Yep.
and put it in the other hole and drill a hole through there now.
All right. Oh yeah. Whoops. Did that the wrong way, didn't I?
Now I can see why that block of wood didn't fit underneath your drill thing. Just turn the lathe on for a minute. Oh yeah, it's all right. Rightio. Yeah, well that's true. I must admit I don't. Once once it goes onto a chuck, I very rarely use the tailstock for support anyway. And if I'm drilling a hole with the one that's out, I just allow how much it is and go down to a slightly smaller drill and then use a chisel to take it out with. Jay, has that got a sat vein in it or is it a crack? Right where your thumb is now.
It's just a. Oh, there. That's just a vein.
Yeah.
Crack.
Okay, righty. Okay, rightio.
How did that work out?
One hole must be out of line somewhere.
Just like I could maybe just nip that bit off with the sander. That's how much it needs to be taken off.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm afraid I'm the other way, Yarpy. I trust tenons over mortises. Yeah, I must admit, Yarpy, I very rarely use the standard jaws on my chucks too. I work on the rule of 1/3. So as far as I'm concerned, the standard jaws on most chucks are only suitable for doing bowls up to 6 inches in diameter anyway.
All right.
Rightio. Now, just be careful when you break through into that other hole there that
Yep.
the drill doesn't jerk. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, well, that's all Jay's got on his too. Straight jaws. They actually hold better than most, funnily enough. Yeah, that could be part of the problem too, Yarpy. You need a perfect circle on them.
So I've got to the point where I haven't drilled out the complete bottom of that.
Well, you can drill it right out. Drill it down to the screw. That'll do you.
Oh?
It should be into the other one by now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's about it's got a. I'll put the other camera on so you can see in there a bit better.
Yeah, right here.
There's a little bit more to cut out. That's all. You see that?
Yeah, go a bit deeper. Take it right through to the other side so that it's a hole on the far side.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll do you, Jay.
Now a little bit more.
Okay, rightio. I reckon that'll do it, Jay.
Yep, I think I may have just touched the screw.
Right, okay.
Yep.
What sort of chuck is it, Yarp? Is it a Nova chuck, is it? Right out, take it off, take the woodworm screw out of the chuck.
Unscrew it from the wood, yeah? That's what you meant?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Now, what I hope is that those jaws will fit inside that hole there. You told me it was 63mm drill.
65, that's what it says on the drill.
Yeah, 65, it should have fitted. Just measure across the jaws, please, Joe. It's alright, we can still fix it, it's not a problem.
It says 51 or something.
Eh?
It says 51.
Across the jaws.
Oh, it's only a 45. This is only a 45.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, it's easy fixed. Right, put your screw chuck back in again. You don't need $3,000 for a chuck. Oh, sorry. Yes, yours probably are rands.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure it's seated in properly.
Yeah, it wasn't straight.
Still not straight.
Yeah,
You got a cord on a jaw somewhere. The jaws have to fit down into that slot. That looks about right. Right, okay. Now you got two options here. You can either use a skew chisel to make the hole bigger, or if you've got a 63mm drill, you can use it.
I guess I'm going with the skew.
Okay, all right. Now, all right, get yourself set up. I'm going to make a cup of tea. It's afternoon tea time.
Yep.
Now, Jay, you there or not?
Yeah.
Right. Just put a pencil mark 10 millimetres outside the edge of that hole, all right?
Yep.
And make sure you mark it right round. Use your skew chisel like a scraper and just cut it straight in.
All right.
That'll give you a hole size of 65 mil, which will fit in the chuck better. All right?
Yes.
Rightio. I'll be back in a second. Cup of tea's half made.
Yep. One of the magnets escaped. Look, I have to put him back in the pen.
Are you referring to me, Valerie? Slurping conscious comments. Don't curve it, Jay.
What?
Don't curve it. It must be straight because it's going into the chuck.
There's times like these I need 2 Nova trucks, don't I? Then I can just seat it straight in there and see if it fits.
That's right. But if you do them at 65, you'll be right. Might have to turn your speaker down.
Yeah.
I hear somebody talking back to me.
Oh God, it better not be yourself, eh?
Oh, it is.
At least you're getting the right answer.
Right, Yarpy, the Nova Scroll Chuck and the Nova Scroll Chuck and the Record S3 are both the same chuck basically. I think the Record one's made under license to Nova. Wait on, have you done the other hole as well?
No.
It'd be handy if you did. Don't you think?
Yes. Jawohl.
Well, actually, before you do that, just check that other hole that you've just done to see if it does fit.
Yeah, I
Probably
did.
a wise move. Oh, it does, rightio, good. Right, same. Second verse, same as the first.
Did you say something to me?
Yes, I said second verse, same as the first. Tommy will know what I'm talking about.
Are you singing a Rocky Horror song or something?
No, Henry VIII. Henry VIII, I am.
I thought you were God. You can't be 2 people, dude.
Sorry?
I said I thought you were God. You can't be 2 people. Pick one. I don't know if this screw's even going to tighten up.
Yeah, don't strip it for God's sake. Right, mark a line 10 millimetres out.
Ooh. Might turn that the other way. Train is now leaving the station.
Here comes the train.
Oh, what was that?
What?
Was it a burp or a verburp?
No, sort of grunting, that was all.
There you go. Choo choo. Oh, you're lucky. They stopped them about 10 years ago. They used to have the old steam trains go down this line. Oh, imagine that honking past.
I love old steam trains.
I mean, they're good, but I reckon they would scare the bejeebus out of me if I was outside.
Uh, Nothing beats the sound of a steam train under full chug. Where I grew up about a mile and a half from a railway line. Was a goods
Yep.
line down to the place, and that still had steam trains until 1968, till
Hmm.
1958, and it was
Nice.
fantastic. I used to love them.
Well, you hate it when your pencil breaks halfway through.
Oh, gee, Valerie, you must be in my era too, hey?
What the hell's going on here?
Check your chuck. I reckon the screws come loose on the chuck. Yeah, don't strip it for goodness sake. Otherwise, we'll be really in trouble.
Hey?
Oh, I would say the chisel needs sharpening.
Yeah, knowing me, most probably.
Oh, I knew what you meant, Valerie, about frayed so. Oh, you must be a youngie. No, it's tight now. Jay, where's your tool rest? Is it letting the chisel come in on centre height, or is it too low?
Too low, you reckon?
I reckon so. put your chisel in flat and see where the point of the chisel comes. It should come right to the centre line, not above or below.
Yeah, below.
Yep, thought so. Doesn't matter if it's slightly above because you can lift the handle up. That better.
Turning a very simple thing into a bloody hard task, apparently. Ooh-wee. Done that pretty fine, hasn't it?
I knew it would be. All right, you can take it off there now. Take the screw out. Put one of the holes over the chuck and tighten it up. Now be careful you don't be Mr. Atlas on it and snap the bloody thing corners out, all right?
Yep.
You want to see what this looks like now? The vase I was doing on Sunday night?
Yeah, I'll get you full screen. The green machine.
Yeah, I'll just kill one of these lights when Yeah, that's what I told him too, Valerie, that he does well with English. That's what I did on Sunday night at the live. I finally finished it off today. That looks a lot better, doesn't it, Jay?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Looks like the rain's been dripping on it for the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah. Well, that's the effect I was after, so.
No, it looks much better. I like it.
Yeah. No, it's had 2 coats of lacquer on so far. I'll get another 2 or 3 yet before I finished it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's copper paint, Valerie, with the what do they call the stuff?
Patina.
The oxidising patina over the top. I reckon it looks pretty neato.
Does it change colour any more than that, or does it stay that colour?
No, it stays that colour now.
Yeah.
So
Would it make any difference if you gave that a light sand to make some of the copper shine through the bottom?
Probably not, because it's got lacquer over the top of it now. So,
Oh yeah.
but I let the copper dry this time before I put the patina on it. It made a heck of a difference to it. So,
Yeah, I bet it's a bit rushed, isn't it? Alive when it comes to painting and stuff. Anyway.
yeah, it's the same as me, Valerie. I still understand French to a certain extent. I used to be fluent in it once, but I haven't used it for 50 years, and so I don't remember much of it. Yeah, so do I. I was telling them on Sunday night that thanks, Mike. That there's a house up the road from us that's got a copper roof on the conservatory, or when I was growing up, and I used to just love looking at it every day going past. Yes,
Morning,
good morning,
Mike.
Mike.
Hey Robbo, when you're doing a live, do you have a full screen option in StreamYard?
Yeah.
I've only just noticed it.
Go down the bottom there, and you can what you're doing.
Yeah,
you
but
I put you two in the background.
yeah,
So you're not
no,
on
I've
the
only just
screen at
noticed
all.
the full screen option.
Oh.
All right.
Right, drill it out.
Drill it out. Drilly.
Hello, Stace.
What was that?
I was saying hello to Stace. She's just come in.
Oh, how you going, Stace?
Oh, I'll show Stace some bars as well.
All right.
That was what I did on the live on Sunday night, Stace. Copper with verdigris, or a patina on it. So there we are. All right. Now, drill this one down as far as you can, Jay.
Yep.
Because if you have a look inside, you can see where the 65 has left the ring inside, the 45.
Yep.
So you've got to drill that right out, all right? So So drill it down almost to the chuck.
Sorry, interrupted by a train.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like that. That didn't
What'd you
sound
do?
good. I heard a crack. That's alright, it might have just been this video.
That's what it was.
Alright, I just would like to make sure first, you know.
Right. How's that look?
Yeah, do the same on the other side.
No, now you've got to make that out to 65.
Oh, yes. Robbo, if anyone says anything to me, you're going to have to let me know because I can't see the chat at all at the moment.
No, that's all right. It's all right. They're just talking about you, not good, so you don't want.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. I'm used to that.
Yeah, I figured that.
I'm married. Honk honk, here comes the train. Choo choo choo. Oops, no. Get it right, son.
Well, you know, in Queensland, Yarpy, which is a state of Australia, they lose their trains up there because at every level crossing they've got, please look out for trains or watch. So I figure they must lose them all the time.
They only lose them in the country here. They don't have those signs in the suburbia.
Now don't forget to lift your tool rest up. Whoops. Is it all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. This actually is why I don't like holding on just using a drill, because it hasn't got a dovetail in it. All right, get your bowl gouge.
Yep.
And take out the bulk of it with a bowl gouge before you start using the skew chisel as a scraper, all right?
All right.
a groove in there. All right, starting to get there.
There's a little ring in there.
Yeah, well, we'll take that out in a minute.
No, I'd be better off having the whole jaw on that thinner part there, wouldn't I, instead of having a gap there?
No, that's about right. Because you got the solid timber balanced over the jaws.
Right.
You're pushing against the longest grain, not against the side. Oh, shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie.
What time do we come over for tea? Just tell me what plane I need to be on. All right.
Yeah, I'm a bit fond of them myself, actually, Stace. Keep drilling it down.
What was that?
Keep drilling it down. The less you have to remove with the scraper, the better off you are.
All right. Oh, that's very interesting.
What?
The Jacob's truck came undone. Like that.
Mm. Yeah, that's what vibration does to them. sometimes.
Oh, well, it's pretty much done that side anyway.
Yeah, rightio. We'll run it. I'm going to have to call it quits shortly.
Yep, no, you're right. It's all good. I was going to say we'll call it quits at 2 o'clock anyway. I mean, at 2 hours, and it's a 1 minute and 48. So.
Yeah. At least we'll get those holes done.
Yes.
Much easier with an accurate drill press and a big drill.
Yes, I just bought a Ozito drill press. I didn't even have a lathe at the time.
Hey, I'll have to hold your boot up there, Tom. Drop your tool rest down, use your bowl gouge, and then lift it up and use your scraper.
It's tree barking time.
Now, are there any ridges inside there or anything, or is it all fairly flat in there?
There's a big ridge right in the middle. Oh. Want to get more of that out.
Yeah, you've got to follow that through, so you've got a round circle, like a tunnel all the way through. Gone?
Yeah, that's gone, but I'm going to have to flick it around to get rid of the rest of it.
Yeah, all right. I'm afraid I find that when sandpaper's generally clogged, it's useless, so I just throw it away and get a new piece.
My shavings can't be going that far.
No, they are. Just float the bevel down. Don't push hard on it, because all it does is fall into the hole. Right, looking good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get these little bits here on the edges,
Oh, yeah.
opposite side.
Yeah, our sandpaper bill for the year, Mike used to be over $1,000. We used to go through about probably, we'll go through 200 metres of 120 and 180 because that's, and then 50 metres.
Sounds like the dogs next door got something to say.
Well, that's looking pretty good so far.
All right, cool.
What do you reckon?
I'm surprised that it's stayed together, to be honest.
Trust me.
No, it looks all right. And I'm sure that was the easiest part.
Nah, the rest of it's easy now. Just spindle turning. Won't be easy for you because you're going to have to use a gouge. And you've destroyed the centre mark on the top end there as well, so that's going to make it easy.
That's right. I'll just remark it.
Sorry?
I'll just
No,
remark it.
You can't really get an accurate. It'll be all right. We'll get it right.
As long as we can get it a little bit left too, I'll be all right.
No, he doesn't use the paper side, Mike. He uses the backing on it.
I'm glad I know you guys are talking about sandpaper.
All right. Well, time to call it a day. I think take it out of the chuck, Jay. Don't leave it sitting in it.
Yeah. When Robbo runs away, I'm going to run away too. All right, folks.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. I got some work to do, so I shall catch you all later. You nearly got it centered, Jay. You know, with those holes. Yep. So it's fairly even around there. That's good. Yeah, you still got a bit of a ridge. No good me pointing at the screen, but it's not bad.
You're just in there. Yeah, thanks, Valerie.
I'm the same, Valerie. I use a old hole saw with the teeth ground off it. All right. See you all later.
Catch you later. Have a good day, Robbo. What's left of it.
Thanks, Jake. Catch you.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, thanks for coming in, everyone. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, no worries, Stace. Thanks for coming. Have a good day. See you later, guys. I'm still here. I'm just. I know it takes that 30 odd seconds for the lag to go through, so I'll just chill, buddy. All right, catch you later, guys. Bye.